everyone, this is Mr. Irvin, Senor Irvin, and this is tutorial number 1 of your Fashionista MinecraftEdu project. And this is step 1, and we are going to step into my store here, and I'm going to show you basically a few different objectives. The first one being that we need to learn how to make, be able to dye clothes. Various different colors, and then we're gonna also learn how to go ahead and change those clothes as far as change them into Spanish names. So the first thing you're gonna need is you're going to need a crafting table. That's what this is right here. And you're also going to need an anvil. Okay, so when you do a search, you just click your little search bar here and you search for a crafting table, and you can search for an anvil. Choose the first one on the list. When it says decoration blocks, these other ones won't work very well for you. Then the next thing you're going to need is you might want to do a search here also by pressing E and start typing in leather. Okay, leather is the item inside of Minecraft that can be dyed. In this mod or this resource pack that we're using, you can see that leather cap are actually sunglasses. We have some right there. We have a leather skirt. We also have a leather tunic, which looks like a suit, some leather pants, and then some leather boots, some zapatos. So we're going to use all of those, and we're going to actually be able to dye them. So let's take a look inside of this, and we have some different types of dyes, and all I did is again a search for dyes, and all the different types of dyes come up. And then what you do with those dyes and those leather items is you go over to your crafting table, and you just right click inside of that. And let's start off with the leather boots, and we'll throw them inside of the crafting table. And it doesn't matter what color. I'm going to actually use this lime green because it'll be very apparent. We throw it in there, and you notice that it dyed the leather boots. It will do that for any of these items, including this sunglasses, as you can see here, or the skirt. And we've got leather that's been dyed green, right? You can also dye it more than once. Like these boots, we can dye them, also make them darker, like in a dark green right there. And if I were you, I'd experiment with all kinds of different dyes, combining them all together, and then being able to go ahead and come up with some really cool stuff. I've placed all of my items up here in frames, but the next step for you should be to go over here to your anvil, and what we're going to do is we're going to put our boots, for example, in there. We're going to be able to change the name, and this is the coolest part about Minecraft. You can change all kinds of stuff. We're going to change it to Spanish, zapatos verdes. So we got some green shoes, and let's go with this skirt. We'll say falda verde, and now we've got a green skirt too. Okay, and then we can go over to these item frames, and you'll notice I'm going to throw this green skirt in there, and it says falda verde, and I can throw the shoes also in there, zapatos verdes. Now we've got those also in there. And whatever reason, this modification or this resource pack actually pops them out, which is super cool that it does that. You've noticed I've dyed all of these different items here, and then I can just go ahead and go on the anvil and rename them. So this is step 1. Just come up with all kinds of different clothing items, maybe put them inside of a chest so you have them stored there, or maybe start putting them as far as decorative items like I've done here, because that's our next step, is how are we going to decorate our store then. Okay, cool. Adios, hasta la vista.